Everybody is talking about the Blur token and the NFT project associated with it, but should you get involved with it? Well, we're going to break that down on today's Frugal BC. What's up, guys? Frugal BC here, and today we are talking about the Blur token and the Blur NFT project. Now, this is, when I say project, I don't mean it's another NFT, but it's a platform for NFTs and has some really cool features. So usually when a coin is skyrocketing, I tend not to pay too much attention to it. In fact, I've looked into this coin thinking it was going to be a takedown. I've kind of changed my mind on it. So if you stick around long enough, I'm going to show you why. By the way, if you like this content, be sure to hit the subscribe button. We're always doing the little experiments to see how this stuff goes. Kind of doing that with Blur today. It's definitely an experiment. And so I appreciate if you hit the like button as well. And remember, you don't have to smash either one of those. You can just press them gently. That's good enough for me. But I want to get into this token because actually what I learned surprised me. So I want to tell you the story too. My first attempt at this, I actually asked ChatGTP to kind of give me a breakdown about Blur, and then I started fact checking it, and I just threw it out because it was completely wrong. Actually, every single thing that ChatGPT said was incorrect. But here's what we're going to talk about. Blur is a brand new cryptocurrency. The platform itself aims to be like the #1 NFT marketplace, and they're doing that by offering zero fees. Yeah, crazy, right? Zero fees. You can see all your favorite NFT projects such as Bored Ape Yacht Clubs, Pudgy Penguins, all that kind of stuff. You can get it right on there and trade for free. Now, how are they making money? I'm not sure. I didn't dig deep enough to find that out yet. That'll be in the future. But currently, the coin itself, which has been airdropped, so you actually get this coin as a reward for participating in the platform. Season 1 is dropped. There's going to be a Season 2 airdrop. So if you get involved, you can actually get some of this coin for free, which you would think would generally have a downward pressure on the price. That's a possibility, so keep that in mind. But I think this is still pretty early. And the reason I think this is early is because right now only 390 million of the 3 billion coins are out now. Remember, this is a smaller total supply than Algorand or HBAR, which are two of my favorite projects that I talk about. Blur team has assembled a pretty impressive group of developers. They got people from MIT, from Y Combinator, Five Rings Capital, Twitch. They really put together a strong team to put this project together. And right now, its aggregator is already the second highest volume in this space. So that's really impressive. Good numbers. It really took off really fast. Now, this could be an OpenSea killer if it really has this kind of reach. And one of the reasons I always preach, about Algorand, why I talk about Algorand is so great is because of the really, really low fees and the speed. Blur and its NFT platform is aiming to do the exact same thing. It's a very interesting, very ambitious project. Now, I logged into it. I can show you guys this in a second. In fact, why don't we take a look at it? Why don't we take a look at the NFT platform, because I think it's pretty cool. So this is the Blur NFT platform. I'm immediately struck by, this is just a really cool looking website. I like how they have this design. Now, if you want to connect your wallet, this uses the MetaMask, Wallet Connect, and Coinbase wallet. So if you have one of those wallets, you can connect and use it. My feelings on, if you've watched this channel before, my feelings on MetaMask. Not a huge fan of it. Maybe it's gotten better though. I should probably use it again soon. So you got your Bored Ape Yacht Clubs, one day volume, 3,454 ETH. Very nice, very nice. Oh, I'm sorry, that's just Bored Ape Yacht Clubs. That's one of the, blue chip NFTs, Pudgy Penguins, some other ones like Azuki and Moonbirds. That Azuki one looks really cool. It looks very Akira-like. I like that. You can see some of the trending. Actually, that's not even, and interesting enough, Bored Ape isn't even one of the top coins. Actually, the top one is Other Deed, followed by Azuki, followed by Clone X. Now, it's a very simple website. There's just not a lot. I want to just take a look at the charts a little bit here. One thing that makes it really easy, it's actually gone down a little bit, but it was just when I checked it this morning, it was up. So that's pretty interesting. Here's the Blur token currently at 96 cents. So this is just a one-day chart down a little bit, but let's just go the all-time. I like to look at this. Very interesting. So it launched at a very, very high price. But yeah, almost at $5 at one point in time, and then it's been kind of steady. Now, you remember another coin that looked like this? You might have heard of Algorand. I think we've talked about it. Another one that's like kind of a botched launch. I don't know if you'd call that a botched launch as well, or it's just the fact that really early on it traded so high. But yeah, you can see it's actually been a bit higher. So it's actually been at $1.30, maybe $1. Yeah, not quite $1. I don't know if we've got to $1.50. Probably about at the highest, so it's actually down a bit because it actually launched in February of this year. So this is a really, really brand new project. So you're in very, very early. I don't know, I'm just trying to look up if there's anything interesting. This is basically the governance token of the non-fungible token marketplace and aggregator platform. And it offers advanced features such as real-time price feeds, portfolio management, multi-marketplace NFT comparisons, etc., etc. So also you can buy it on Coinbase, which I like. They've kind of opened up some of their decisions on what coins they make, but they're still being somewhat careful and doing some vetting, and I like that. I like that Blur made the cut. Now, it could have been just because of its popularity, so we can't put too much stock into that. However, I have to say, yeah, I'm pretty impressed with the fact that it is on Coinbase. And one of the things I will say is this is really, really early on. Like this this project just launched. The coin just came out and airdropped. So I do actually think this token is a good investment for me. I'm putting a little money into it, actually including it. I've decided to include it in my portfolio of eight altcoins that I think are going to do really, really well in the bull market. I keep saying I'm going to come out that video, and I swear to God it's coming soon. Like, I originally thought I was going to be warning people that, hey, maybe you should back off of this project, and I'm not necessarily telling you to invest in it. I don't want to tell anybody what to invest in. This is not financial advice and all that stuff. The reason I'm investing in it is because I'm looking at it from an asymmetrical risk standpoint. Now, what do I mean by asymmetrical risk? Well, what I mean is that I can put a small amount into this coin, which I consider a risky asset. It's a very new coin, so it's a very risky asset. But the downside is I lose that little bit of money. The potential upside for a coin that seems to be tied to a really robust and fascinating possibly game-changing NFT marketplace, again, or it could not be. like it's ambitious. If it works out, like there's a whole lot of upside. However, the downside risk is actually really low. These are opportunities. But they are risky, and you could lose, all that money you put in. So I look at something like this. This is like it's a small amount that I can afford to lose, but I'm going to put that into this project because I think it has the potential to really take off. It also could not. I would never ever tell you of any project that it just simply doesn't have a chance of just collapsing. We learned some hard lessons, from that. Terra Luna is a great example of that. Like, never say like, oh, this thing is definitely going to the moon. It's a surefire bet. I definitely wouldn't say that about any coin, even Bitcoin, even though I think it's probably one of the safest in terms of cryptocurrencies. I would never say like, hey, this is where you shove all your money into. So just keep that in mind. The upside is just so much greater than the downside that I think I've actually put a small investment into this, and I'm going to be dollar cost averaging into it. Again, with the knowledge that of those 8 coins, some of them might be duds. Hopefully one is like a unicorn. The rest do reasonably well. That's sort of the premise of what I'm doing. So if you like this video, again, I really appreciate the like button and the share. If you want to share it with people, that'd be great. I like to take a more nuanced approach to investing in crypto, and I hope that you will too. Yep, that's it. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you guys are staying safe out there. I know I talked a lot about Coinbase, but generally speaking, as much as possible, you can get your coins off exchanges. Please do so, because it's about mitigating risk and keeping your assets in different places. And we've seen the risk with the exchanges. So anyway, stay safe out there, guys. I'm Frugal BC, and as always, I'll see you in the future.